Attorney and managing member of the Micklin Law Group, which is a law firm concentrated in men's and father's rights in divorce, custody, and family law matters, with offices in Nutley, Montclair, New Jersey. Today is my daily tip. I come on, try to every day, and do a short tip or advice of issues or questions that I'm faced with and my clients deal with all the time. Today is March 2nd, 2020. I am in New Jersey, as I said, so if you're watching this at any other time or in any other location, you need to make sure that the advice still applies to your situation, although I try to keep my advice of more of a general nature so that it usually will, but it's always safe to check. Today's tip is how to store evidence. And what I mean by that, I'm assuming you've already either collected or have a lot of information, emails, text messages, voice recordings, pictures, whatever they may be. But there's often a case where if you have a high volume or high conflict case or extensive litigation, both past or current, you're going to have a lot of information that you're going to be gathering in a lot of different forms. And it's very important that you store all this information so you can easily retrieve it. The most difficult is going to be electronic communication. So everything that I'm going to advise is about general information, but I focus a lot more on electronics because that's just the more difficult to reproduce. So you need to find a way to store it so that you can easily retrieve it by issue, and make copies of it for the court and for your other party. I generally recommend some form of online storage like Dropbox or Box.com, Google Drive. They all work, but you want to go inside of these and make internal subfolders so that you don't just have all of your text messages in one spot or all of your emails in one spot. You want to label the boxes based on the specific issues that you've been dealing with over time. So for instance, let's say if you have a custody problem, you want one box to be parenting problems, you want one box to be support issues, you want one box to be non-compliance. So that way, whenever the issue arises, you don't have to print 4,000 emails to find the one that you want. So that's the best way to store photographs, documents, and probably text message communications, because they're difficult to retrieve because there's always such a volume of them. When it comes to emails, I want you to do something similar, but in a sort of different version. You still want some internal folders, but here I would do that inside of the mail provider. Google, Gmail is very good for this. Create sub inboxes, just like the subfolders I'm talking about. Whenever you have an email communication on any given topic, slide the chain into that box so that, again, if you have a parenting time problem or a holiday problem or summer travel issues, you can go to that inbox, right click it, and print all the emails on that one topic and have the string communications. You don't want to be fishing through 3,000 text messages. You can't provide it to the court that way because they need to have it concise. Lastly, when you do have this information stored and ready to produce it, you need to make hard copies for the court and for the other party. You can't walk in and show your cell phone or pick out your cell phone and give emails. You need to be able to reproduce it. There's even some case law that says there need to be physical copies for the court. My recommendation is to put the evidence specifically that you're going to use onto a disk drive for both your adversary and for the court, as well as to produce it on paper so that they have either the hard produced paper or the actual copy of the communication that they can access through a USB. So I hope that information helps you if you're gathering evidence in a high conflict case or one with protracted litigation. If it does, please give a like to the video and share it. I always recommend that you subscribe to my page so that you'll get updates when I go online, and you can also message me with any questions you have or topics you'd like me to cover. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on tomorrow because tomorrow's a meeting day for me, so I got a pretty hectic schedule for tomorrow and Wednesday, but I'm going to hope to get on at least by Wednesday if I'm not on tomorrow. So message me any issues you would like me to cover by then. Thank you.